Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. Please excuse the previous technical challenges. We had some technical difficulties with YouTube. I will explain shortly. My YouTube has been playing up as well, so I don't know. They must be changing and implementing new updates. Thank you everyone for joining me. I can now hear myself from all sides. Let me just fix this for you, for me, not for you, for me. Thank you everyone for joining me. We have a lot to go through. We will be looking at the achr Aviation second quarter earnings call, which happened to be the biggest live eVTOL show ever, and I will explain shortly why. We also have first American airport-to-airport flight by nobody else than Joby Aviation. Lilium is back in the game. I will explain shortly. And we also have first offshore eVTOL supply in China. Well, there's a lot to talk about. How about we get on with that? Where do we have? Right, I can see what I've been going through. The audio is almost sorted for me. Bear with me. I will be shortly answering your questions in the chat. And I think I'm ready to go. Right, thank you everyone for joining me for my regular Saturday eVTOL show. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you are new to this sector, if you are new to the channel and new to this sector, and you are interested in eVTOLs, advanced air mobility and aerospace, definitely subscribe because it's worth it. We are giving you pretty much daily updates. Last week, it was almost every day. We covered achr Aviation earnings call on Monday. Then it was Canaccord Genuity 45th annual growth conference with achr Aviation. We covered this live. There'll be much more coming as well. And on Wednesday, I did Cisco earnings. We'll talk about this as well today. So thank you everyone for joining me. We have a lot to go through. I will crack on with the first topic, and then I'll be addressing your questions in the chat, and I'll be talking to you. So what we've got here, let me just change this. Yes, that's coming through. That's me, by the way, on Monday, all suited up, all ready, all dressed up. Right, so I will record this as a video live on the show. It's time-saving process. I'll just do the intro, then you will get the main part of the sandwich, and then I'll do the outro. Nothing changes to you. You will get all the information in here. Right, so achr Aviation, before we get to that, what a reaction on the earnings call. achr went all the way up to $10.55 on Wednesday. And then we had, hang on, sorry. I'm getting too ahead. achr was trading just above $10. On the earnings call, on the day of earnings call, you can see it here, it started selling off slowly. And this is when the numbers went out. We had like 5-7% drop. It started recovering, but overnight and in pre-market, we hit as low as 823, 824. And then, what a run. We had almost 20% recovery by achr Aviation. Just for it to start selling off again. I told you on the earnings call, just give it a few days. Don't jump into it. I mean, if you bought it on the way down, if you bought it around $9, which I recommended to you on the call, great, congratulations, because now you are up more than 10%. Or about 10%. But if you started chasing it the next day, you might experience, as you can see, that this is Friday. It was quite a steady day, but you might experience some more sell-off, and I will explain why shortly. So, how about we crack on with this video? The scene is... That's okay. That's okay. That's me on Monday. The biggest live eVTOL show. I was so excited. We were all so excited. We just, yeah, I can't describe what it means. Right. So I will do a little intro, then I will explain what's going on, and then I will explain the story, and I will do outro. Achr Aviation, a sell-off on the earnings day, then what a comeback, up to 20%. What's next? Let's find out. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. Achr Aviation second quarter earnings call. It was just amazing. We had amazing audience. I love the show. We hosted this on Monday on Martyn Lucas Investor. By the way, if you are watching this, don't forget to hit the like button. Subscribe if you are interested in Achr Aviation, eVTOLs, aerospace, you name it. I'm Vaz and I cover this on our channel, this new emerging market. Achr Aviation second quarter earnings call happened to be the biggest live eVTOL show on YouTube or on internet. The keyword is live, you can get the hint, but 5.6 thousand viewers. Wow, what a number. And guess what? Guess who we beat? Martyn Lucas Investor and Vaz with his first quarter Achr earnings call. There we go. It had 3.6 thousand viewers. And as you can see, there's a little preview for you. Oh, that's just a boring scene. Let me rewind it a bit. Again, sorry, ads. Again, 5.6 thousand people. That is a small football stadium or ice hockey arena or basketball stadium. Do you call them stadiums, arenas? Or a big theater. So thank you everyone for joining. How about we just crack on with the news? So what I've got here for you, I'm not reflecting back on the actual earnings call. Was the earnings call positive? Was it negative? Definitely, we got some updates on things, on questions that have been shelved for 1, 2, maybe even 3 quarters. We got update on the production side and the new production facility. We got more updates on the financial side as well. But also, there's a lot of questions to be answered. And I believe these questions are sort of hidden by the curtain of NDAs, non-disclosure agreement, security reasons, and strategic reasons as well. Because we know Achr have been shifting towards the defense. And you know as well as I know, military contracts is something you don't want to disclose too much on. So what happens? I've been through the 8K filing. The 8K filing is your quarterly filing. And I've picked some cherries, which some of these you didn't hear on the earnings call. So there is some extra on top for you, on top of the earnings call. So key highlights. 6 Midnight eVTOL aircraft in production with 3 in final assembly. Manufacturing ramp up in full swing. We know from the earnings call that Achr will use at least 3 of these aircraft for their testing purposes. And we have been talking about this for months. The November 704 Alpha Xavier, the fully piloted transitional eVTOL aircraft, will be one of these. So hopefully we will see some update on this in the coming month. Hopefully. Because we know, shall I say it? Achr have a deadline this year. And they need to be ready for a certain event. So this seems to be nicely on the track to achieve that deadline. Whoop, just hit my mic. We know that Achr have been officially named as Achr have been named as the official air taxi provider for the LA 28 Olympics, locking in high-profile US launch event. We didn't find any more updates. I mean, just partial information, no major update. We actually did an Olympics special, and I broke down to you 3 cases of how many aircraft will they have to operate on the event or for the event. And we are as low as just a very cleverly played PR stunt and advertising manner of as low as 50 aircraft. On the opposite, in the heavy case, that was the light case, on the heavy case, we are looking at lower hundreds of aircraft servicing top athletes and the top events, servicing officials, servicing media, servicing partners. So I definitely want to hear some more update in the coming quarters. It is very fragile. It can harm Archer, and Archer can gain massive benefit from this as well. That's probably why Archer are still quiet about the details, because they don't want to overpromise. They don't want to say we're gonna have 300 aircraft and then not being ready. So I think Archer are waiting for upscaling of their production, and then they will give us, once they are confident with the numbers, they will give us some guidance. United Arab Emirates launch edition program. First Midnight delivered to Abu Dhabi, which I can actually show you here. Got nice footage. First Archer Midnight delivered to Abu Dhabi. Flight testing underway. Initial commercial payments expected this year. Well, was it a testing flight? It wasn't. Again, Archer very clever with their PR. Archer very clever with their media side. Amazing job. Don't get me wrong. Amazing job. They performed very short and very steady hover. I don't even want to call it a flight, but they can officially announce they have commenced their Mid-East venture, and that was their first international flight as well. So well done, Archer. We also have two strategic defense acquisitions. We have Over-Air and their tilt rotor patent portfolio and engineering talent. And we also have Mission Critical Composites. They are manufacturing assets for in-house composite production. And the balance sheet, record 1.7 billion in cash and equivalents, giving Archer a robust operational runway. On the earnings call, obviously the operational costs will be scaling up, but we know that we are covered easily for another 7, maybe 8 quarters before Archer become before the revenue phase. Sorry. Financial snapshot. Cap next net loss 206 million, 0.36 per share. Obviously a miss. The expectations were 0.25 or 0.20. EBITDA. Apparently, I've been saying it wrong. I said it wrong on few calls already, on few shows. So it's EBITDA, 118.7 million, and obviously this is natural upscaling of your business, of your operations. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. We know that they have 6 aircraft underway on their production line. So this is just natural upscale. Operational expenses 176 million. Up from the second quarter 2024. That is an upside again, but this is the upscaling. So with these operational costs, and if we say we have 10% growth every quarter, we still have enough capital to give us a runway for another 7 or 8 quarters, which is great news for Archer Aviation. We have capital raise of 850 million in second quarter, boosting liquidity to record levels, and guidance for third quarter EBITDA loss forecast between 110 and 130 million. Here is a little snapshot from the investor's letter, and this is literally just picked from the 8K form. This is not reflecting on the earnings call, because some of the information we didn't get from the earnings call. So this is from the 64-page 8K filing. Sorry. So raising capital and alliances, as already mentioned, 850 million raise, followed by US executive order support for faster eVTOL integration. Strong institutional confidence with major backers like BlackRock. Interesting. Sales traction and zero revenue. Well, second quarter, $0 revenue, missing analyst estimates. That was expected about $200,000. But is this relevant? Probably not. First UAE customer payments expected before year end. So this could be considered as a revenue phase. Fourth quarter could be the commencement of the revenue phase for Achr Aviation. Defense and manufacturing. Acquisition at advanced in-house composite production capacity. And 4 allied military programs in discussion for defense applications. I'm not sure if you heard this on the call. I'm not sure they mentioned this on the call, but it's definitely in the filing. And that's why I did this, because on the call, you don't necessarily have to get all the information. These are the cherries picked from the 8K filing. So 4 allied military programs in discussion for defense applications. FAA certification and piloted testing. The FAA inspections underway at California and Georgia facilities for production certification. And piloted test flights active with environmental testing in Abu Dhabi. Again, very bold statement, but Achr can say it because they have flown officially in Abu Dhabi. Investor sentiment, what to look out for, pros and cons. So, reason for optimism, record cash reserves ensure stability. Olympic partnership boosts visibility and credibility. UAE program offers first tangible revenue opportunity. Defense diversification can open stable government contract streams. Reasons for caution. Persistent heavy losses with no commercial revenue yet. FAA certification still carries timing and execution risks. Many deals remain memorandum of understandings, not binding contracts. And non-GAAP adjustment hide recurring costs, like Stellantis warrants. So what are the closing thoughts? Achr's second quarter shows a cash-rich, aggressively expanding eVTOL contender moving fast in consumer mobility, international markets and defense. Still deep in the red, but with the resources and partnerships to potentially deliver and a breakthrough in the next 12 to 24 months. Key milestones to watch. Obviously the FAA production certification progress, the Mid East commercial operations commencement, and the defense contracts. This is our newsletter. The link to the newsletter will be below the video. You are getting this every morning as your market forecast for the day by Sensei. I do one on Saturday and it's fairly interactive. You can see a lot of media, you can see a lot of info rammed in it. All newsletters are just rammed with information. And you can also see links in here. So this is the event. If you click on it, it will take you to the biggest live eVTOL show ever. So let me know what you think about the Achr Aviation earnings call. What was the reaction? Was the sell-off justified? Was the comeback reasonable? Are we going to see more retraction? Are we not? Let me know in the comments and in the live chat. That's it for now. Here is the link to the earnings call. Again, here is another video related to Achr Aviation. Take care of yourselves and each other. Right, that's it. That was the first video. What do you think of the Achr Aviation's call? I think the comeback, I already explained it to you, the comeback could be very fragile. And in the coming days, especially under the macro sentiment, we actually watched the event yesterday with Martyn. Where's my thing? Oh, it's gone. We watched the event yesterday, the summit between Trump and Putin. And I'm just trying to find it for you. And it was a bit, probably the expectations were a bit high, but I would be well surprised if Putin took his, how to say that? Putin is obsessed. He's a megalomaniac, same as Trump is. Why would Putin take the biggest Trump he has the biggest card he has in his back pocket for his home audience, for his nation, and announce good news in America. He needs to take it back home to show we are here and we are in control. So I think the Moscow summit, we might hear about ceasefire or something. I was going to be very well surprised if we had some positive outcome from the event. However, let me just show you the event. I can't find it. What's going on? What's going on with YouTube? I just sorry. Bear with me. I just want to give you a little teaser because it was a great event. It was a great event. Martyn was live for like 20 hours all day. I can't find it. What's going on with YouTube today? I'm sorry. I believe it might take you when we end this video. It might take you to the stream actually. But Martyn was live for like 20 hours all day. It was great. There was a live call-in. A lot of interesting information, not only about the geopolitics, but about investment as well, investing strategies. Quite a handful of people called in. I was watching, I couldn't call in because I was getting ready for today's show. But yeah, thank you, Martyn. It was great show. Congratulations as well. And he had like 400 people towards the end of the, it was what, 1 o'clock in the UK. And in America, it must have been late afternoon. Martyn still got like 400 people watching him. So congratulations. Well done, Martyn. Right. What's next? What news we've got? Let me catch up with the chat. If we have any questions, fire them away. I'll be, yeah, sorry. All my layouts are just completely thrown because YouTube is changing things like every week. Ooh, got a lot of memberships. Was that because of me? Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely wasn't because of Martyn's 20-hour stream yesterday. That's all because of me. Wow. Yeah, well done, Martyn. Abby is here. Bloody Mary time. Thank you. Smash banana heads. Martyn sent me. Says Terry Rose. James O says, Martyn sent me. Also, I enjoy your Saturday show. Thank you very much, James. Looking forward to what you have to say about Amprius and Pony AI. Well, Amprius, I'm looking into it now, and I think I am onto something. They haven't disclosed what eVTOL manufacturer they supply with the batteries, but I think I am onto something, and it will be few days. I need to speak to someone. It'll be few days, and I think I know who they are supplying. And Pony AI, no idea, James. I need to have a look into that. Terry Rose is here. Thank you for joining. Matster, you too. Good morning, everyone. Are you interested in this sector? Well, yes, I am. Thank you, Martyn. Let me just hide this poll for you. Got Philip04, a new viewer. Thank you very much for joining. Vaz, what a night. I'm having hair of the dog. Bless you, Abby. Hopefully, Shall I keep my voice down a bit? So I believe you're having a bit of a headache, aren't you? So shall I keep my voice down? Or can I just open it up? Are you okay with that? Right. Getting primed for 2 o'clock. Yes, there will be the music party, which couldn't take place yesterday. Obviously, we had the possibility of the war ending yesterday, so it's obviously more important than a music party. But today, 2 o'clock Central, that will be Martyn live. Definitely inviting you to that because it's a great event. You can call in as well. We call it the pub. So you can call in, you can have a chat with Martyn, you can have a chat with other members. Martyn, amazing musician. I think he'll be on fire because Leah, his wife, is away. You know what it means? All hell will break loose in the house. We've got Ethan, Eve Gaming. Good morning, all. Thank you for joining. Zach is here. Hello, Zach. Thank you for joining. Yes, we had some technical issues. Thank you for bearing with me. We have great audience. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you are new to this sector and you like what you are seeing and the information, and if you are interested in eVTOLs or aerospace, definitely subscribe because we are bringing you updates pretty much daily. And we are covering a lot of live events now. I'll be talking about it shortly as well. Zach, you in Martyn's neighborhood doing a walk and talk. Got Philip Castle is here. Good morning. James is here. 007. Lucas says good morning. Yes, technical issues. Get to the like button. Thank you very much, James. Zach is here. Vacation for a child reveals tomorrow. Ooh, very good. Oh, hang on. Are you pregnant, Zach? You didn't tell anything. Abby, James. Oh, yeah. James brought this to a head. Short squeeze potentially for Virgin Galactic. Very high short selling activity. No doubt Martyn will talk about this on Monday. Good. Who else we've got here? Zach. Yeah, we have conversations about Virgin Galactic and trading and investing. That's great. Abby, my internet is oh yeah, we have some fun names of your Wi-Fi networks. That's great. Do you have any more questions related to the eVTOLs? Vaz, these Bloody Marys are gonna start stacking up. That's great. Thank you, Abby, for being here on your early morning with your Bloody Mary glasses. David Hensley is here. Vaz, where are you at? Yes, I'm back now. We had some technical issues with YouTube. Martyn, it's time for a nice refreshing cup of tea. Yes. Do we have any questions? We have any questions? We have Seth Houston coming in as well. Thank you very much for joining. Nice to see you on the call yesterday. That was great. Walker is here. Thank you for joining. User who's I can't read that. The boys will play. Yes, definitely. Party. Leah is gone. Oh no. Fire Chief and James. That's more heavy. Yes. Oh, Zach, your wife's best friend is pregnant. Well, congratulations to your wife's best friend. Hopefully you will enjoy the what is it called? The baby shower in the UK and reveal whatever. Yeah, regardless, enjoy. I'm looking forward to the smoke machine today. Martyn said he's going to turn it to maximum. Yeah, I'm well excited for that. And we've got JJ 8-Ball just coming in. Thank you very much for joining, JJ. Right, what we've got here. We've got the achr. Got the achr news. Got some news from Britain. Some regulation tailwinds in the favor of eVTOLs. Let me get some refreshments. And I might be recording this as a video as well. So let me change the lights. How about that? That looks all right, doesn't it? Do I have a B-roll? Yes, I do have a B-roll. Okay. So I'll record intro. I'll give you the main part of the sandwich and then I will do outro as I did before. It's much more efficient. It's saving me time and it can air and live on YouTube as a separate piece of information. I'm just thinking of the punchline, the opener. UK Civil Aviation Authority is blowing some tailwinds in the favor of the eVTOL adaptation. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOL. I might change the scene one time. Alright, take two. That'll be the last one. The British Civil Aviation Authority is blowing some headwinds. It's tailwinds, isn't it? Take three. I never do more than 3 takes, okay? The United Kingdom Civil Aerospace Aviation is blowing some tailwinds in the favor of the eVTOL rollout and adaptation. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. And we've got some great news coming from Great Britain. The UK Civil Aviation Authority has published a landmark 18-month safety study under its Future of Flight programme, supported by the Department of Transport and carried out in partnership with the University of Warwick, WMG, Institute. The research identifies more than 50 high priority areas to ensure the safety integration of electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, also known as eVTOLs, into UK aerospace. This study is a crucial step in building the regulatory and technical framework to support the rollout of commercial flying operations in the UK by 2028. Well, what is an eVTOL? Let me just show you this. Speaking of eVTOLs, I can bring you a British eVTOL manufacturer on the screen, Vertical Aerospace. United Kingdom, we have comparison between United Kingdom, the United States and Europe. So the Civil Aviation Authority safety priorities are advanced airspace monitoring systems to detect altitude, speed or trajectory deviations. We have vertiport standards, including real-time energy sensors to ensure safe landings. We have oversight of automation and predictive simulation tools used to anticipate flight path conflicts and anomalies. So the CAA is working closely with stakeholders, including Bristow Group, National Air Traffic Services, also known as NATS or NATS, Vertical Aerospace, which you could just see on the screen, and Joby Aviation to bring these insights into practice. How do we compare to the United States and the FAA? The Federal Aviation Administration introduced the powerlift category in October 2028. The first new aircraft classification in decades. Wrong B-roll. The first new aircraft classification in decades. What are the highlights? It establishes pilot training, safety standards, and operational rules designed specifically for eVTOLs. It creates a special federal aviation regulation running for 10 years to guide early powered lift operations. And it forms the FAA's Innovate 28 plan, a roadmap to enable scaled advanced air mobility by 2028, including infrastructure such as vertiports and adapted air traffic control procedures. This works out for the LA 28 Olympics. The Innovative 28 plan is in big favor of the LA 28 Olympics, and obviously in big favor of achr Aviation. What about the European airspace? The European Union Aviation Safety Agency, also known as EASA, has been a global leader since 2019 with its special conditions for vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. You will know this and see this as SC VTOL. What does it mean? It sets detailed airworthiness standards specific to eVTOL design. It creates requirements distinct for conventional rotorcraft and fixed-wing aircraft. And it's supported by the North Atlantic Authority's NAA network, which aims to harmonize certification, reduce duplication, and promote safety innovation. So we are working together. We have synergy of multiple bodies. What are the alignments and the divergence? Well, in the UK, it aligns the European aerospace regulatory body, the special the SC VTOL standards, while adding national safety research through the CAA Future of Flight program. In the United States, it's pursuing a distinct powered lift framework. So also building partnership in the UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand as well to harmonize the rules. And in Europe, we are continuing to lead on technical design standards, focusing on multilateral validation through the NAA network. And it all comes to one shared goal. We have safe and large eVTOL operations by late 2020s, with 2028 emerging as the global target year. Why this matters for the industry? Well, For developers such as Achr Aviation, Joby Aviation, the newly coming back Lilium, which I will talk about shortly, Vertical Aerospace and more, this regulatory clarity is vital. Certification timelines are becoming clearer and more predictable. The investor confidence grows as regulatory pathways solidify. So we are not developing an aircraft which has bumpy future. The future is now very straightforward. The road is paved there. Governments and regulators are creating the foundation for urban air mobility at scale. So the message is consistent across regions. 2028 is shaping up as the breakthrough year for the eVTOL commercialization worldwide. And I have been saying this for a while now. 2028 will be the breakthrough year for the eVTOL market. You as an investor should bear this in the back of your head. Just think of it. The early days of Tesla. We are here with Achr, Joby, Vertical Aerospace and more. Think of the early days of Tesla. Nobody believed in Tesla. You could buy Tesla for as little as $1. Am I right? Look what's Tesla's price now. Because everyone knows Tesla. Tesla is widely adopted worldwide. And it's showing, it's the pioneering company in the whole electric vehicle business. And now you are here in the early days of the eVTOL technology and concept. So think about it this way. Think about it this way. And these are some more news. That's it for now. Here is video related to this. Here is another video. If you like this content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe because we are bringing you update on eVTOLs and aerospace pretty much daily. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other. Oh, I lost it at the end a bit. Right. What do you think of these news? I know you're not going to say anything. You don't talk to me in the chat about the news. Right, what we've got here. Morning Vaz, JJ8Ball. Let me just quickly go through a chat and we move on to another piece of information. We've got 60 people watching. Wow, that's great. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'm not begging you for likes. It's just I spent 8 hours getting ready for this show. 6 hours yesterday, 2 hours today. And, you know, it's as little as pressing one button. And that's like reward for me or a little appreciation of my work. So if you want to hit the like button, also once we hit 100 likes, YouTube will start pushing this out to the wider audience. So if you can hit the like button, I'll be very happy and I'll be very pleased and satisfied. Who we've got here? We have a new native Tex-Mex 94982. That's not your civil name, is it? Good morning, one of the new members. Good morning. Let's start this thing. I love it. Hope everyone has a good day. Thank you very much for joining me. David Hensley, good job on all the info you gathered, Vaz. Much appreciated. Thank you, David. I do appreciate your appreciation of me. The answer to the poll... Poll? You racist. Did you mean poll? Not poll. The answer to the poll for me was yes. I was not really aware of until Vaz. Abi, are you invested in any of the eVTOL companies? Let me know. Let me know, you know, not only Abi, let me know, everyone, what are your eVTOL positions? To me, obviously, we have a pie on Trading 212. I will show you shortly or at the end of the show. But I am invested in Achr Aviation, Joby, and Vertical Aerospace. My biggest position, obviously, is Vertical Aerospace because I've got the best view of this company. I follow this company very closely. I dare to say there's not many people who follow the company closer than me. But I know the news usually before they happen. And it helps me for investing and trades as well. Whilst Joby and Achr, it's a bit remote to me. So my main position is Vertical Aerospace. And then obviously I'm invested into the whole eVTOL market through the Trading 212 pie, which I will show you in a few minutes. James is saying, Vaz, I added a link on your Discord of a special jet I filmed the other day. It's called Cyrus Vision. Yes. Its design reminds me of achr Midnight, especially with the V-tail fin. Yes. How about we have a look at that? Let's have a look, James. Let's have a look.
Playing from desktop.
James. Sorry. Martyn Lucas Investor. eVTOL Hub. Yes, and how do I... Oh, it's a short. I'm gonna struggle to fit this on the screen. Oh, actually not. That is James's Cyrus Vision Jet G2. Very nice footage, James. How was the air show, by the way? How was the Blackpool air show? Did you enjoy it? I still need to catch up with your video. I saw you had some great footage of the red arrows. Better than me. How was the air show? That's interesting, yeah. Yeah, the whole aerospace is developing, evolving, is getting much more efficient. The design is getting much more efficient, much more streamlined. Yeah, I'm not surprised some of the aircraft look alike, to be fair. Can everyone hit smash the like button, see if we can get suggested on YouTube. We need 100. Yes, thank you, Martyn. Any news on space going back to $5? Tune in on Monday. Martyn will give you the ins and outs of the duck's bottom. That's a British saying, I believe. Yes, smash the like button. Thank you, James. That was, oh, excuse me. That was Emmanuel Balosa asking. Jerry and Alba is here. Is it Lisa? Thank you very much for joining, Lisa. Lovely to see you here. God bless the Lucas8 family. Great job, Vaz. Thank you. JJ8ball says great news. Yes, that is great news. That is great news. Imagine our British audience. You can fly your air taxi as early as 2028. And there are two regions or two early adapter markets. One is Greater London, actually reaching out to me as well, to Cambridge here and East Anglia. And the other one will be Greater Manchester. So we'll have two massive aerospaces covered by Joby and others. Lisa is here. That's Lisa. Thank you very much for joining. We've got Woods and Waters Outdoors, one of the new members. Thank you very much for joining me today. We do talk to you, but you should interact more. I am now interacting with you. I need to go through the news. I can't be talking to you all day, but I'm always reading through the chat. Don't worry. If you have any questions, Woods and Waters Outdoors. If you have any questions about the eVTOL market, aerospace, or my personal life, fire them away. I will answer. Philip04 says thank you. Abby, Paul. That was just a joke, Abby. Jerry and Alba, Lisa says great job. Thank you very much with the $5 super chat. Music show, 2 p.m. Central Time. Yes. I'm invested in all three as well, Vaz, says JJ8ball. Adding more to each bag weekly. I appreciate all your hard work doing all this research. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate your appreciation. Wow, so many members today. Nearly everyone. Yes, we have great audience. God bless you, my brother. Great job. Thank you, Lisa. Matza U2 says, you never mentioned Bristow. Is this a company you don't follow? I do follow them, but their application in the eVTOL world is probably a couple of years away from the actual practical application. Bristow is an operator. They are operating eVTOLs. First, we need to manufacture eVTOLs, and then we need to set up the aerospace for them, the air traffic control and the aerospace, so we can plug them in. Once we plug them in, that will be Bristow's time. And actually, I've covered Bristow a few times, mainly in relation to vertical aerospace, because Bristow have now 50 aircraft order with vertical, with another 50 aircraft optional. And actually, their order book is much bigger with vertical. I think they have up to 250 aircraft. But the committing is 50 now, which is great. So vertical have locked in some future income, some future revenue through this contract, this cooperation. But I can focus on Bristow going forward. I can focus on Bristow. They will not be only flying with Vertical Aerospace, they'll be flying with Beta Technologies and much more. So definitely interesting company. JJL8Ball says, morning Martin, hope everything's good with Leah and you. Vaz the Airshow Blackpool Airshow was good. It's harder to film aircraft in the air than I first thought. Yes. I have ordered a new camera and I'm going to try make better in-air videos very soon. James, just a recommendation. Whatever camera you are getting, get yourself a cage and get yourself a rig. Get yourself a proper rig. Because if you think of this camera just trying to hold it with your telelens, no. You need proper firm grip. And I'm actually looking into if I can have something I can lean on my hand, whether it's at the front or whether it's on the back of the hand, so the picture is more stable. But definitely get something like a... these are grips. You go. That's one grip. That's another grip. They are mounted onto the cage of the camera, and then there's more stuff going on top of it when I'm outside and doing some on the ground content. But definitely you get much better handle. You get much better grip. The frame is much steady. So definitely get yourself something like this. And yeah, it's not easy. I mean, slow aircraft, easy. Jets, red arrows, the red arrows. Oh, I was struggling with that so much. What camera did you get, James? What camera did you get? Thoughts and prayers for Jerry and Alba. Yes, Alba is not very well. She's in the hospital, so let's send some love to Jerry and Alba as well, and Lisa, who is here on their behalf. We thank you all for your prayers and wishes. Yes. James says the next air show is at Southport at the end of August near Blackpool. Yeah, go for it, James. Go for it. I was thinking to go to Eastbourne this weekend, but it's just, yeah. My main job and my civil life is just, yeah, it's manic recently, and I can't do anything. I actually turned down a party. I was going to go to a birthday party, 40 years, and I had to turn it down because I'm just knackered and I just can't do anything. So yeah, definitely go for it, James. Go for it. I'll be looking out for a video. Good morning, Vaz. We have James O. 8286, Martin. There are any news on Amprius, who they are backing? I will find out. I need to confirm something. I need to speak to someone as well, and I think I'm onto something. I know who they are supplying their batteries to, and once we know who they are supplying the batteries to, we can see the upside. I'll definitely bring you some content on this. Abby, my mom said to tell you to look under the bed. James says, I put you a post in Discord under eVTOL. The smoke machine. I think Bristol will be a huge customer and inflow in vertical, achr and Joby. Yes, definitely. Vast, that is a good advice. I will take a look at rigs. I've ordered my camera. I ordered used Panasonic HC X16000. It's a 4K video camera with good zoom. Yeah, I brought it used, but it's clean. Should be arriving this week. Well, good luck with that. What I use, this is not a paid review or whatever. This is just my great experience. I use the company called Small Rig. Can you see it? Small Rig. And I've got literally 99% gear is coming from Small Rig. I'm so happy with them. Very smart, very neat as well. You can see the quality of the product is just there. So definitely something I would suggest to you. Right, got some more news. Let me change the lights and let's record some more videos. What about if we do purple and white? Oh, look at that. Look, one finger, yeah. We've got first American airport-to-airport flight. We know that the first world ever airport-to-airport flight was by nobody else than Vertical Aerospace. fraction of operational expenses and fraction of the balance sheet of Joby Aviation, and Vertical beat them to the first airport-to-airport flight. And also fraction of the cash position of achr Aviation, yet Vertical Aerospace beat them to the first piloted eVTOL flight. And you know, you who follow me regularly, you know that I engaged with Vertical Aerospace on this very air show. It was the Riot in area Fairford, the biggest military show in Europe and the biggest air show in the UK. And I engaged with them, and I brought you an exclusive interview as well with Vertical Aerospace. So what you can see, the footage is the first airport-to-airport flight ever. I will not be showing it on the Joby news because I want to keep it just to Joby. I don't want to upset the Joby audience, telling them, oh, look, we've got the good news, but it's not so good as you think because Vertical Aerospace, yeah? So I'm just showing it to you. When I'm recording the video, I will show you the Joby footage. Let me get some refreshments. And we crack on. This is Simon Sy Davies, the chief test pilot for Vertical Aerospace. Yeah, in the coming months, there'll be more content coming on the ground with Vertical Aerospace as well. That's as much as I can say. Right, so let me check this. Let me get a B-roll. That's in there. Just need to change the scene. I don't know what happened, but YouTube just completely threw their layout. And I had on Wednesday, I did my live show and it all fitted in my screens. And now it just moved all around everywhere. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube, they have been changing so much in past weeks. It's like every week is different. Every week I have to change my scenes. I have to change this. You can see the names. It's not giving us the nicknames anymore. It's just giving us the Google accounts. And I had to zoom in. I literally have to zoom in 200%, as you can see on the chat, so I can fit the video to the screen. It's just, yeah, I will work on it. I might get some plugins and some improvements as well. So we have some news on Joby Aviation. Excuse me. Okay, let's get this done on the first take. Joby Aviation. Now I just started to saying something and I got a better idea in my head. I just need to structure it. Joby Aviation. Another premiere. What is it now? The first United States airport-to-airport flight. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. And I've got some great news achieved by nobody else than the market leading company Joby Aviation. They completed their first piloted eVTOL flight between United States airports. What happened? Well, we had a milestone flight between Marina Municipal Airport, which is their testing ground, and Monterey Regional Airport. The duration was about 12 minutes, and it included a 5-minute holding pattern to integrate into FAA-controlled airspace. What's the significance? Well, we have first piloted eVTOL flight between two public American airports. You can see now the track, the trail, and you can see some footage from this very flight next to me. What capabilities have been demonstrated? Well, we had vertical takeoff and wing-borne cruise. We also had smooth air traffic control coordination, and we had ground support operations away from base. So you are now between two aerospaces of two different air bases or airports as well. Context for Joby. Context, Joby's push towards commercial operations. This testing record, their testing record brings over 40,000 miles flown across the its eVTOL fleet. Next steps, we have FAA pilot flight testing to begin in early 2026. That means the certification flights. Joby's market position, they have recently acquired Blade Air Mobility and their passengers business to expand their network and open the gateway to the early adaptation of the eVTOL concept. And they have partnership with Delta, Virgin Atlantic for future operations in New York, Los Angeles and beyond. The commercial target, service launch is planned for 2026. We know that the first adapter of the eVTOL concept will be the Mid East, and we will be able to fly as passengers as early as first quarter 2026 if everything works out. So stand by. This is great news for Joby Aviation. We are covering all eVTOL market pretty much daily on the channel. So if you like this content, hit the like button, consider subscribing, and look out for some more news. Here is a video related to Joby Aviation. Here is the Joby Aviation's earnings call, which we covered live. We brought you live a week ago. It was a great show, great audience, some great updates as well. So if you want to rewatch it and get some great news, go here. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other. Right. Yeah, the stock reaction. It was quite interesting. Because Joby shoot up yesterday on the market open about 10%, and it literally retracted in minutes, and it went back and it actually started selling off. So quite interesting reaction. For the eVTOL market, I decided this morning that I will be giving you some, not financial advice, but some insights and how I am trading it and what I'm looking at. Obviously, there could be some events that could change my weekly strategy, but the sentiment, the wide frame will be there unless there are some shifts or some good news, bad news, and that's bringing new entry points, new opportunities. So what I'm seeing for the coming week or maybe couple of weeks, I'm seeing the eVTOL market to start slightly selling off. I don't think we will get much more or many more significant news and updates in the coming weeks. The whole eVTOL market is now eyeing two events. One is the 2026 Mid-East operations, and two is the FAA certification. Whoever achieves the FAA certification first or significant progress, they will, I think the stock price will double of that company, whether it's Joby or achr. I think the stock price can go up to 2x. Again, this is just my own opinion. Don't take it as a financial advice, but this is something I am getting ready for, and I'm investing and trading following on the base of this. So we have two milestones. One is the Mid-East venture or Mid-East operations, passenger operations, and we have the FAA certification. This is about 2 quarters or 3 quarters away at the worst. The concept is proving to be working. There seems to be massive accumulation of sentiment, fundamentals, success, progress, and it's just building up. It's like a pot. It's like a steam pot, and it's just building up before the lid explodes. And I think there's not enough steam in the pot yet, because the institutions, I think, are seeing this progress, and they will try to get in for much lower price. That's why I think there will be a sell-off, not sell-off, but there will be slight retraction, 10-20% in the coming weeks of the whole, across the whole eVTOL market. I can see vertical aerospace hitting 480 next week and then rebounding. Just got something running on my roof. And then I can see getting slightly above $5, and then there will be some more news coming in the coming weeks, and that will shoot the price up a bit as well. For Archer, I can see Archer coming down to the level of $9, which we could see on the earnings call. And Joby, I wouldn't be surprised if Joby goes down to $14-ish. So just something I'm looking out for. I'm waiting before I enter with bigger position. Again, don't take this as a financial advice. This is just my insights lining up with the fundamentals and with where the market is going, with the momentum, with the sentiment. What we've got here, we've got new people joining in. Got great audience. Don't forget to hit the like button. This is Saturday eVTOL and Aerospace show on Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz and I'm talking eVTOLs. I'm bringing you regular updates. If not daily, it's definitely every Saturday, same place, same time. And then we've been covering eVTOLs and aerospace pretty much daily now. So who we've got here? Do we have anyone new? Do we have any new members? Excuse me. I don't understand this. Must be something between you and all right. That's just a little banter, Lisa. It started. I think it started between Mike. Yes, it started between Mike and Abby. I look out the window. It's a clear day. That's great. If you keep looking, you might see Mike on a flying carpet. God bless you, says Abby. God bless you. It's a great fun family. You guys are a blessing. Thank you, Lisa. I heard that can pop top in the background. I heard that can pop top in the background. Huh? I'm not following you, Abby. We've got super chat from James. Hit the like, smash the like button. Don't hit it. Smash the like button. Keep up the great works, Vaz. Thank you, James. Lovely to see you here. Sensei is here. Sensei woke up. He's here. No, Sensei didn't wake up. Sensei actually woke up before me today. Thanks, Vaz. Great show and newsletter. Thank you. Well, since you are hinting on this, how about if I give you a link to the newsletter? If you are rewatching the show, the link to the newsletter is below the video in the description. What you are getting with our newsletter? What you are getting with our newsletter? Well, you are getting your daily forecast by Sensei. It comes out every day, a couple of hours before the market open. Sensei gives you the ins and outs for the day. He gives you 5 things to look out. He gives you a deep dive. He gives you a special topic. Chart analysis, you name it. It's very comprehensive. There's a lot of graphics as well. Links, you name it. You can be part of this newsletter. You can comment on it. You can have discussion. There are polls, whatever, you name it. Also, there's a lot of links. So if I show you this, I do one for Saturday, for my Saturday live show. And if I show you the top of the newsletter, all important links are here. So this is the link to my live show. These are links for Sensei's X account, Martyn's X account, my X account, Discord membership, YouTube channel, Martyn Lucas shop. And speaking of which, let me invite you to my X account. The handle is, let me just get rid of this. The handle is @eVTOLHub. And there is a lot of insights I can't fit in all my videos. Although I've been doing live show pretty much daily, there's still a lot I can't fit in my content. So if you want to keep in touch with the eVTOL market, this is an invitation to my live show and to all my live events. I do a lot of threads. Yes, I'm thanking you everyone for the biggest eVTOL show, live eVTOL show, but I do a lot of threads. I bring you a lot of information and updates. And I think it's quite clever because you have all the information in one place and it's just 1 or 2 lines. 2-line pieces of information. You don't have to read through the whole article. It's punchy and it's very focused. So I did one to reflect on the second quarter earnings. And as you can see, the main tweet, 1,577 views. It was a bit light. I don't know why, but we've got some key points: production ramping, strong liquidity, widening losses. Here's the breakdown. And if anytime you see arrows or read below, just read below, because you have literally few liner underneath giving you more updates. You have pictures, you have videos, you have polls. And this tells me your sentiment about Archer Aviation as well. Did Archer Aviation deliver or miss on their second quarter earnings call? This can give you the every thread has got a little poll, and it can tell you the sentiment of investors and my audience and other people involved in the eVTOL market. So majority, it was a bit mixed. So the smaller majority, can I say smaller majority? Is it a majority if it's smaller? 41%, 41.7% could see some good updates. 13 of almost 14% saw they were expecting more. And 22.2% both could be better and disappointment. So definitely if you see a thread, click on it and you will see, look, you've got media in there. That's Adam Goldstein, the Archer CEO, giving jacket to Jimmy Fallon. I keep mistaking him with Jimmy Kimmel. The special Olympics pilot jacket. Live on Jimmy Fallon's show, where they announced Archer Aviation will be the main partner of the Olympics and Team USA. So all this media you have in there. Videos, pictures, links, you name it. Snapshot from the earnings call, key highlights. So links. There's a link to the relevant videos, whatever. So definitely, if you want to stay in touch with the eVTOL market and aerospace, the handle is at eVTOL Hub. So that was and the newsletter again. Topics. All the newsletters are rammed. You know, who are following me regularly, we can't go through the whole topics anymore because there's so much information in there that we just can't cover it on the 1.5 hour of live show. So definitely, if you subscribe to it, there's a 7-day trial and you can see if it's worth it. It is. Or not. It definitely is. I'm subscribed myself and I read through Sensei's newsletters. I don't read through my newsletter because I write it, but I do read through Sensei's newsletter. Because some more news. Let me just pop a fan on because it's getting warmer. And I am here with you now. Do you remember Lilium? Well, Martyn covered Lilium a lot. For the time being, we dedicated a lot of aerospace to Lilium. However, Lilium have been through bankruptcy. Not only one, actually through 2 bankruptcies. Don't ask me, I don't know how it happened, how this can actually happen. But yeah, the future didn't look very well for Lilium, but now we can see some light on the horizon. So let me just change the lights and we will talk about this. And I will do red because I can. Lilium are back in the game. Well, are they? Let's find out. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs as we do on this channel. I've got some great news about Lilium NV and their potential acquisition. Deal in works. Who is involved? We have AAMG, Ambitious Air Mobility Group. They are in talks to acquire Lilium for about 20 million euros. Quite light, isn't it? Well, let me explain why. The package includes a 250 million capital commitment to restart operations with an option of up to 500 million for scaling. Ambitious Air Mobility Group has leased Lilium's former Oberpfaffenhofen. I can't read it. I'm not even attempting to read it. You can read it from the screen. This is recorded on the live show, on my live Saturday show. I'm not... Sorry. You can read it from the screen yourselves. Base and formally apply to purchase the assets. Deal is conditional on securing proof of financing for the insolvency administrators. Well, let's put this into context. Lilium's turbulent history. Why only $20 million and why there is so much of financial commitment. Let's break it down. Lilium, founded 2015 in Germany. They developed the Lilium jet, which you can see on the screen right here. An electric VTOL air taxi. They raised around 1.3 billion euros and had big orders, up to 100 jets for Saudi Arabia, a Saudi group in 2024. However, they managed to go through bankruptcy. Not one, but two. Late 2024, after they failed their government-backed loan, they lost about 100 million euros. And then in early 2025, when rescue funds from Mobile Uplift Corporation fell through, basically investors in Lilium, they collected money and they tried to buy Lilium out. And unfortunately, it didn't take off, if you pardon the pun. So the operations have been halted in February 2025. Mass staff departures to competitors. Loss of control over facilities and equipment. We know that I've got something falling on my roof. Sorry about the ads. We know that achr Aviation have acquired the whole office of 4 or 5 engineers from Lilium. We know that staff from Lilium have been shifting towards Joby, Vertical Aerospace, Volocopter across the whole eVTOL market. Who is AAMG and what's next? AAMG is consortium including Lux Aviation, Sigma Air Mobility and Ambitious Group. The aviation plus infrastructure plus capital expertise plus ties to Asia Pacific through Air Mobility Japan. Plans if deal closes. Well, what we can expect? We can expect a restart certification process, which we have now lost more than half a year. We hopefully will rebuild supply chain. We will rehire technical talent, hopefully. We will slim down operations for cost efficiency. That is the main thing. Be more cost efficient. What are the outcome possibilities? So, well, the positive one would be a successful reboot of that could preserve the intellectual property and bringing Lilium Jet back on a delayed timeline. However, funding or legal failures could lead to asset breakup and end of Lilium as a standalone player. So this is, we all thought Lilium was dead. This is the probably last, it's not even a revival, it's a resurrection. So this is their last attempt to get this beautiful aircraft back in the skies. Will it be successful? Well, stay tuned. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you like Lilium and if you are invested in them, or if you want to invest in them, if you like the concept, because we have dedicated quite significant airtime to Lilium itself. And I'll be looking out and bringing you some more updates on this topic. So here is a video related to this content. Here is another video. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other. That's great. What do you think of Lilium? Did we have anyone who was investing in Lilium? I was at the time being. Hang on, I'm just getting a message from Martyn. Well, you'll be at 1,000 by the time. Thank you, Martyn, for the update. Did we have somebody invested in Lilium? I was quite heavily invested at one time. Obviously, I lost quite a bit of money on the bankruptcy, but it was the high risk, high reward trade, wasn't it? Let me change the lights because I don't like the red. I don't think it complements my skin tone because I'm getting fairly red now. It's hot in here. What I brought to you as well is the Cisco earnings. I will not be doing video on this, but something to look out for. Why Cisco? Because Cisco is a network provider. They do network security, they do network connection, they do basically you name it. They are quite a big company, member of the S&P 500, AI driven. You could hear there are some connections with NVIDIA, AMD. The main connection is for the LA 28 Olympics. Cisco is one of the founding members of the event. We have Cisco, we have Ecom, we have Autodesk, and we have Delta Airlines. And then obviously we have the secondary like Achr Aviation and you name it. But this will be important because our eVTOLs, whether it's Achr Aviation as the official partner or Joby as the official partner through Delta Airlines, you need to build the infrastructure. And Los Angeles will be built on probably autonomous and very modern electric network of vehicles. So that needs a lot of coordination. That needs a fail-proof environment because all of this will be in the spotlight of the whole world. There's no bigger event than the Summer Olympics. There's over 3 billion people watching it worldwide. And after 2028, every single person around the world every single person around the world will know what an air taxi is. They will know what Achr Aviation is, and they will want to invest in this technology. Again, another milestone for you as a retail investor. You want to be there before everyone else. So in 2028, no doubt, the whole eVTOL market will explode. So this is important player because we need to develop the environment, the network, safe network as well, where we can plug in the Achr Aviation and the Joby and all the eVTOLs and the electric vehicles and the autonomous cars, electric cars, you name it. So we covered this on Wednesday. Fairly interesting earnings call. They have a lot on. That's good. If you want to tune in, go to Martyn Lucas Investor or put in YouTube, put Martyn Lucas Investor Cisco, CISCO, and you can replay the earnings call. We also have some news. We have China's first offshore rig supplied by Cargo eVTOL. Again, this is part of the newsletter, so I'll give you just a little preview, little peek, because we are running slightly short on time now, and I don't want to be holding you on for too long. So what happened? We had 150 kilometer supply to an offshore rig achieved by this very electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft. This aircraft is a 2-ton classed unmanned cargo eVTOL, and it made its history by delivering supplies to the Hinzu 19-3 offshore oil platform. Fully autonomous, and you can see the footage. Technical specs: payload 400 kg, range 200 kilometers, top speed 200 kilometers per hour, also 124 miles per hour. Lift and cruise design for efficient takeoff and forward flight. So it's not only about flying taxis, it's also about supplying hardly accessible points like offshore rigs, like mountain terrain features. It's also for emergency as well, where you have mountains like Chile, Japan. You can have fairly accessible, fairly difficult terrain to access. Rather than using helicopters, this is much cheaper to operate. This is much more efficient. You don't need a pilot in this one in particular because it's autonomous. So this is something that I think has been slept on because everyone is looking at air taxis or flying taxis, but nobody realizes yet the haulage and the payload utilization of this as well, the application. I've got a picture of the week, the sheer size of the former Antonov AN-225, which was the biggest cargo aircraft. but it's not the biggest aircraft in terms of wingspan. The biggest wingspan aircraft is the Virgin Galactic, what it's called. Zach, can you help me? Virgin Galactic, what is the mother aircraft called? That's the biggest aircraft in terms of wingspan ever. But this is the biggest cargo aircraft, Antonov AN-225. Unfortunately destroyed during the first month of Russian invasion. And you can see the other aircraft, the comparison. I saw the smaller one. I saw the Antonov 124 in Prague. The aircraft is massive. It's beyond your comprehension how massive the aircraft is. And this one is even bigger, or was even bigger. We got some news for New Horizon or Horizon aircraft. I will record this as a video. Got some updates. All right, I will record this as a video. I'll give you some more news, and then we'll wrap it up. Let's go with. Do we have green here? Let's do it green and blue. Is that good? That's better. Right, I'll record this as a video. Give you some more news. I will catch up with the chat, and then we will go. That's ready. That's the B-roll is ready. I'm showing this or this. I'm showing this. Right. I have reached out to Horizon Aircraft for the second time now. I would like to bring them on the show because I think this is a great startup, and I think it's got a lot of potential. If you same thing what Martyn does or what we do for Martyn. If you want to go to Horizon Aircraft and go to their investor relations and go to contact, and if you drop them a line, maybe that can shift the tide and we can get them on the show, because I think this has got a lot of upside, if you pardon the pun. You can see the application. The aircraft is a 7-seater, yet you can fold the wings and fit it in the back of C-17. Not only one, you can fit 2 aircraft in there. So the application looks very good. However, they are in the early stage of their startup. They have only a smaller scale model. They haven't developed the full size aircraft. So definitely I would like to hear from the CEO. Right, what we've got here. New Horizon aircraft. Take 2. Horizon aircraft. One step closer to their deployment? Maybe. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. And it's time to bring you some update on Horizon Aircraft and the securing of $50,000 of federal grant for hybrid eVTOL deployment. This video is recorded live on my Saturday show, so there might be some technical hiccups, or I might stutter a bit, but hopefully you don't mind. The information is important there for you. So the grant amount was $400,000. It was Applied Research and Development Grant for Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada. The total funding was over $3.4 million in federal support through multi-year collaborations. Partners, Fleming College and Ontario Tech University. They are providing expertise in applied engineering and advanced manufacturing. What was the purpose of the funding? To accelerate Horizon's hybrid electric eVTOL deployment, advanced technology, and strengthen Canadian aerospace capabilities. The CEO statement, Brandon Robinson emphasized the strategic value for non-dilutive financing, its role in attracting skilled talent and boosting innovation. This company is still in the very early phase. They still are developing their small-scale prototype, but it could have a great upside. The military application is quite promising because this aircraft, although it's a 7-seater, can fold its wings and you can fit it in the back of the C-17 cargo aircraft. Not only one, but two. So this company can have a lot of upside. And since it's a startup in the early phase, their operational costs are not so high. So 400, you might be thinking it's just 450,000, but this can fuel them through another quarter or two. Some great news. Or it can accelerate their R&D progress. So the context, momentum in hybrid eVTOL progress. And I'm just showing the footage of their smaller scale prototype flying the full transition flight as well. A recent milestone, they completed the world's first fan-in-wing transition flight using proprietary hover wing technology. This is what you can see in this video. The wing opens and it houses a set of 7 fans on each side. And once this takes off and transitions into the horizontal flight, it closes the wings and it reduces the drag. And it's much more efficient in terms of aerodynamics. Prototype development. They are building a piloted full-scale hybrid electric VTOL prototype, the Cavorite X7. Design advantages. We have industry-leading speed and range. It's supposed to be hybrid as well. We have industry-leading speed and range. We operate like a conventional aircraft for most missions. And we have high operational utility for regional, emergency, and military markets. Their market position. With strong government backing and unique hybrid design, Horizon is emerging a serious contender in the global eVTOL race. And you can see the concept of their passenger version of their aircraft. That's it for now. If you like content about Horizon aircraft, definitely hit the like button and subscribe, because we are bringing you updates on the eVTOL market and aerospace pretty much daily. And we are going to be dedicating more airtime to Horizon aircraft, as well. So here is a video related to the eVTOL market. Here is another video. That's it for now. Take care of yourselves and each other. Right, I've got invitation. I'm not going to be recording this as a video, but I've got invitation. We covered on Tuesday. The Canaccord Genuity 45th Annual Growth Conference. And we brought you Archer and their, what was it? That wasn't called Rapid Fire. It was called, they call it different ways, Side Fire or Fireside or something. I don't remember. Basically, Nikhil Goel, friend of our network, believe it or not, was there and he gave you the updates on Archer Aviation. It was just after the earnings call, so we didn't hear many news. Yet, we got very subtle, very quiet hints as well. And these conferences, they are key for you as a retail investor, as well as institutional investor, because these conferences are covered by the institutional investors. And if you happen, there's a lot of articles, a lot of news you can read, like the day before on this conference, or on this summit, you could hear some updates or some hints about, the last one was like 3 weeks ago, when Adam Goldstein, the CEO of Archer Aviation, he actually announced that Archer will be shifting towards the defense, and it's a massive shift in the stock, in the company strategy, and obviously the stock sentiment can be fueled on the back of this. So you don't want to miss these. Yes, it's usually like half an hour stream or broadcast, but you usually get some great hints on the future, or of the future steps of the company. Why I'm saying this? Well, here are the updates. I'm not showing you the screen, am I? There's a link in your newsletter. There's some info. You can pause it and rewatch it again. Here are some highlights from the interview. But what's happening and what I will be bringing you live on Martyn Lucas Investor. Needham Virtual Conference. Again, achr Aviation, there's more companies. There are Vertical Aerospace, there are Joby Aviation, more companies, Beta Technologies, but not every company stream this. Actually asked Vertical Aerospace if they do stream. They didn't, but they will. If we have a stream or broadcast related to Vertical Aerospace, I'll be bringing this to you live, no doubt, on the channel. But we are covering. This is mainly for achr because they provide their stream. So we have on the 13th a Needham Virtual Conference. I think there will be Adam Goldstein, and we could hear some updates on their defense venture. 3rd and 4th of September, we have Needham Transport Conference, and we have Deutsche Bank Annual Aviation Conference. 8th of September, H.C. Wainwright 27th Annual Conference. And 9th to 11th September, Global Aerospace Summit. I'm not going there. I can't go there physically anymore. But there will be 2 more events. I will bring you live. I will be on the ground. One is in London, and the other one, I'm not telling you yet. I will be the biggest eVTOL event this year. Anyway, those who follow me regularly, you know already. So this is, if you want to mark this in your calendar, there will be some live updates, and we'll be covering these conferences and these streams, not only for achr, but if we get our hands onto other streams, we'll be covering this live on the live stream as well. So let me catch up with the chat. Let me zoom this out back to normal scale, because YouTube just is doing what YouTube wants. Right, do we have any? Yes, thanks Sensei for the newsletter compliment. Vaz, you a blessing to the Lucas family. Mom is very proud of you. Thank you, Lisa. You invest in achr. Oh, very good, very good. Glad to hear that. Abby says, I enjoy the information you provide. It's new and interesting. Kid Rock, please. I'm not singing. I can't sing, Abby. But thank you for the super chat. I like it. I love it. I love it. Oh, got some more super chats. Oh, there's a lot of updates in the chat. Okay, let's go through it. David says, hey Sensei, love the newsletter you put together. Man, that poop is on fire every day without fail. Much appreciated. Yes, I agree. God bless you, Sensei. I really enjoyed your video. God bless you, Martyn. Yes, great event last night, like 20-hour stream. Yeah, I don't understand how Martyn can keep up, but thank you, Martyn. Great work yesterday. I thought I heard a can open in the background. Guilty as charged. It was a can of Coke, which I poured into my 4-year anniversary mug. I'm surprised the mic actually picked it up, but well spotted, Abby. Abby, I opened a can of cherry Coke at my house. It was loud. We sure do love polls, says official demo. Yeah, definitely. It's not about the interaction with it. Obviously, it's entertaining to click and be part of it, but it's the sentiment of the people. If you have the more people vote, the better you can get the grasp of the sentiment and the opinion of certain technologies and stuff. Get that Warren Buffett plug in here. Oh, that's the Coke remark. Abby, I had to the shops this morning to buy more cherry Coke. I had craving. James, you are getting addicted in there. You are getting addicted. Cherry Coke is very sweet. I don't understand how you can drink it. I used to drink it a lot when I was younger, when I was like in my teens, but I can't drink it anymore. Stacy, we miss you already. Where's Stacy? Is she here? Where's Stacy? Did I miss Stacy? I didn't see Stacy in the chat. Sensei, you should hide the next magic number in your newsletter. Good idea, James. For the XRP competition. Stacy is a main part of the Lucas 8 family. She's a blessing to money. Yes, I agree. Please tap the like button to get suggested on YouTube. Thank you, Martyn. we are coming to the end of the show. We're not gonna make it to 100, but if you are new, if you just joined, if you wanna hit the like button, that is appreciation of my hard work. I spent 8 hours getting ready for the show, writing up the newsletter, getting all the scenes set up, which still didn't work out because YouTube is doing whatever YouTube wants daily. But yeah, if you want to say thank you, Vaz, hit the like button. That's the greatest appreciation to me. The worst part of a can of cherry coke is when you drink the last bit and there is no more left in the can. And James heard that as well. Okay, I'll put a little silencer on it next time. Question: did Warren Buffett invent the buffet? It's a great question, Zach. Yeah, I don't know what to say. It might be a squirrel. Yeah, I had random stuff running on my roof like twice across the show. I need to have a look. It could be moss falling off the roof, of the main roof as well. I need to have a look. That's probably Martyn hiding in your attic. Vaz, it's Mike. Look out. It's Mike. He fell off the carpet. Yes, yes, Lisa. Abby says Mike can't be here to defend himself. Yeah. Let's not pick on Mike. It's not nice. He can't be here to defend himself. Silly jokes. He on the roof, Vaz. Yeah. Mike's crashed the carpet. Yes. Abby is here, giving another super chat. Thank you. You only have to talk 5 more hours than music party. Well, I'm not sure I could keep the same audience for 5 hours. It was an awesome family. Thank you guys. Really make it great. And we get the best information on investing. Thank you, Lisa. I do appreciate it. God bless Elba and Jerry. Yes, says James. Jerry and Elba. A lot of love to Jerry and Elba. Yes. Send love to Jerry and Elba. Definitely. Have a blessed weekend, everyone. We have to go. Oh, Stacy, yes. I thought I saw you in the chat. We have to go school shopping. Haha, have fun, Stacy. Thank you for joining. Stacy is a blessing. Yes, I agree, Lisa. Abby says, pretty impressive that 2 can fit in that one large plane. 2 can? Oh, 2 airplanes can. We were talking about can of Coke, and I was like, 2 can? Like 2 cans? Yeah, it is impressive. Yes. Hopefully, again, I'm trying to get New Horizon and Brandon, the CEO, on the show. If we get him on the show, you will hear some interesting updates and interesting news. Vaz, do you think that hydrogen power will take EVs over the future? And why not? I'm not sure. Probably second half of next decade, Stacy. Because the infrastructure is not there. And it's the same for the aircraft. The hybrid will be there for haulage, for cargo transport, not for civilian sector, and definitely not for military, because the infrastructure is just not there. Hydrogen to create hydrogen from water through electrolysis, it's quite complex and energy demanding. Plus, you need to store your hydrogen under pressure and in very low temperatures. The whole device, the whole rig, the whole setup is fairly big and complex. So it's not going to be everywhere. And also the safety reasons. Your little fuel tank full of hydrogen is basically a bomb. It's basically a bomb you'll be sitting on in the back of your car. So same for hydrogen aircraft. I can see probably hydrogen aircraft have more utilization by the end of next decade. But again, that will be only between certain hubs in very limited network because of the infrastructure. Hydrogen is interesting. I think it has potential in the future. Yes, I agree, James, as long as the structure is in there. Austin Nordheimer is here. Thank you for joining. Invested in some HYDR. Don't. It was several in it like Plug Power. Yeah. With the current administration, might not be the best time for a long run, possibly, but not for probably a couple of years. But we don't know. Stacy, you have a lovely day. Hugs and kisses to family. Yes, Zach, I agree. Still a good show, my friend. Thank you, Abby. I do appreciate it. New song RCF, one of the new members joining. Thank you very much for joining. Did you see that Cathy Wood invested in achr last week? Along with an AI company called Pony. Yes, you asked me about that in the beginning. Is there a partnership coming? No. At least not as far as I know. Vertical. achr have strong partnership with Palantir, although they didn't mention Palantir on the earnings call, which is quite interesting because so far on the previous 2 earnings calls and anytime achr was talking anywhere publicly, they always mentioned Palantir and they didn't mention it this time. Quite interesting. They definitely mentioned Anduril for the defense side. So not to my knowledge, but I will. That's a good hint. I will look into this. Look into that. Thank you, new song RCF. And Amprius. Again, as I said at the beginning of the show, I don't know if you caught it or not. I'm trying to dig out who is their main supplier, who is their main undisclosed supplier of their batteries. So, client. Sorry, who is their main client and customer of their batteries? So once I find it out, I'll give you all the numbers, I'll give you all the ins and outs, and you will be there having it in your little back pocket. It's not a back pocket, in your little back pocket as an investor. So bear with me, give me a bit of time. I need to speak to someone, I need to check some certain things. Eddie J. Puckett, thank you very much for joining. Ironically, the Buffett was created by someone named McDonald's. Prayers for Mike today's and much love. Where's Mike? Is Mike here? Did I miss Mike? No, I don't think I missed Mike. 2 planes, yes. You're worse at correcting. Abby, I mean, my English. I'm the last person to correct you on your English. What about nuclear aircraft or nuclear space travel spaceships? Nuclear space travel spaceships, yes. It's a great concept for probably the second half of this century. Aircraft, don't know. You will have to have something like a small modular reactor, but in a very small scale. You are looking at something that powers your spacecraft. So if you think of Voyager 1 and 2, if you think of New Horizon probe and stuff like that, you have it's basically a small nuclear reactor where you have radioactive isotopes and they decay. And since they decay, I can't even explain it. Basically, how it decays, it releases energy, and this energy is captured and transferred into electricity, into electric power. So obviously you have your half-life of your whatever isotope you put in there. After the half-life, the power output of the battery drops. So I don't think we are so efficient. We are so efficient with our, I don't even know what are they called, these reactors. I will have a look. That's actually a good suggestion, James. I'll put this on my list, because it's quite an interesting topic, and I would like to refresh my knowledge on this as well. So nuclear. I don't even know what it's called. Reactor for spacecraft compared output to aircraft. I'm not saying on the next show, but on one of the next shows, I will be looking into it. That's a great suggestion, James. Thanks for that. Mike, did I miss Mike? Hello, Mike, if you are here. Sorry, I must have missed you. I hope Mike's memorial service goes well today. God bless Mike. All right. Yeah, sending love to Mike, definitely. Welcome the new member, new song. You can have a free first request in the music show at 2 p.m. Central. Yes, definitely. Go for it. Great party. You don't want to miss this. We've got Thomas Morrow joining as well. Yeah, new song, RCF. Excuse me, I'm full of air now. Yeah, great party with Martyn. You can call in, you can be part of the whole event. We call it the pub. Sometimes we sell off, sometimes we have 10 people calling in. We are talking to Martyn, we are talking to each other. Martyn plays a song, then we talk again, we laugh about, we just mess around. It's great fun. Yes, for Mike, yes, sending love to Mike. Mark123 Neo123 Vaz, how do you buy iShares Bitcoin Trust ETF in the UK? Asking for a friend. Well, ask Sensei tomorrow. You are in the UK, so tomorrow 9 o'clock, I think 9 o'clock UK time, Sensei does his live crypto and chart show. Ask Sensei, he will tell you. I don't own any crypto. I was thinking about buying crypto, but then my cash position is not so big as it was early in the year. I had to liquidate a lot so I could invest in my gear, so I could bring you unique content from the ground. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it. But I don't want to be using my limited cash on something that I don't like know inside out. I like to know the companies I invest in inside out. So as I said, my biggest position is obviously vertical aerospace, then a bit of Achr, a bit of Joby, and then I have the chart. I have the pie of trading 212 when I reinvest my cash back. But yeah, I'm not into crypto. So you want to catch up with Sensei tomorrow. Thanks for the super chat. New song. My first super chat ever. So thank you for all your info. Well, thank you for the super chat. How does it feel? Does it feel good being part of the show? Sorry, I still don't have the plugin yet, so I can bring the super chat on the screen, but I'm working on it. Yes, thank you for supporting the live streams. Thank you very much. Stacy says Mike's dad's memorial service is today, so keep him in our prayers. Yes, Mike. Sending love to you. The link to the show is pinned to the top, plus stay here and it will take you there automatically. Yes. Thank you, Vaz. Nuclear space travel is a really interesting concept. Yes. I won't be looking into the actual nuclear propulsion, but I'll be looking in the nuclear power pack. Welcome, new song. Yes, welcome the new member. You can add a comment and it will read it out on the show. Yes. Beyond May. No. Yeah, okay. So those who are watching, you definitely don't want to miss the music party because you will see Bjorn Bog's brother. Do you know who Bjorn Borg is? It's a tennis player. Bjorn Borg. It's a tennis player back from the 80s and 70s. Just memorize this picture in your head, yeah? Yep. Not this one. Abby, how about that? How about that, Abby? Yeah, memorize this picture, this very picture. Memorize it in your head, and you might see something on the music party later. Right, that's it. I think that's it. We are running almost 2 hours over time. Thank you for bearing with me through the technical difficulties in the beginning. Hope you like the show. Hope you like the video. I will see you through the week. There'll be the conference on the 13th. There'll be much more content live coming from me. I'll be covering some earnings. There'll be EHang earnings, but they keep pushing it back. So I don't think it'll be next week. That'll be the week after. But EHang is definitely, we want to dip our toes into finally, because we've been neglecting EHang a lot. And I think we can start with the earnings call. It'll be a great opportunity. First actual adapter and first practical case of the flying taxis around the world. First passenger flights in China already, fully autonomous 2-seater aircraft. So something interesting to look out for. And you would be able to fly EHang as an air taxi on some of the Spanish islands as early as first or second quarter 2026. Exciting times, aren't they? Right, thank you very much for joining. Stay here. It will take you to Martyn's music event. Great party, definitely worth joining. Here, when you are rewatching, not if, when you are rewatching, there is my playlist with all eVTOL content. There is a link to another relevant video. That's it for now. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other.